The United Nations General Assembly is pressing Israel to reveal its nuclear arsenal. Israel has lashed out against the overwhelming approval of the resolution, which calls for international inspectors to be allowed to examine its atomic program. And its foreign minister said the vote was meaningless. The country also rejected a UN-backed conference on a nuke-free Middle East. Israel denies it has nuclear weapons, but refuses to provide proof that it doesn't. RT's Paula Slier tried to lift the veil surrounding Israel's atomic program.
It's a story that has all the ingredients and intrigue of a Hollywood blockbuster. Nuclear smuggling, a Hollywood producer, and an Israeli prime minister. It's a story that here in Tel Aviv, the authorities don't want to talk about. But two Israeli Americans have put pen to paper.
It's probably the least best-kept secret in the world.
On center stage is Arnon Milchan, a Hollywood producer and Israeli undercover agent who is alleged to have smuggled nuclear triggers from the United States into Israel. A Californian engineer, Richard Kelly Smith, says he was recruited by Milchan in the early 70s. Smith was later convicted in the United States of running an American front company to help Milchan. The story first surfaced in FBI files released at the end of last year and in Joseph Gilman's tell-all book, Confidential.
This was a very limited operation. In fact, when the LACAM, which is the Hebrew acronym for Science Liaison Bureau, was established, even the Mossad was unaware of its existence. And it was basically created behind the backs of Israel's security establishment.
Earlier this year, the FBI released these documents from a 7-year investigation which began in 1985. They show how a network of front companies connected to the Israeli Defense Ministry smuggled nuclear triggers out of the United States to Israel.
What's apparent in the documents is that the Israeli Ministry of Defense would place an order for prohibited items with an Israeli company called Heli Trading. Heli Trading is where Benjamin Netanyahu worked and would meet with Richard Kelly Smith when he visited Israel. Then they would transfer the order to an organization called Milco in California to fulfill the order, violating Export Control Act, and shipping the triggers out of the United States.
They called the operation Project Pinto. All the allegations are based on Smith's testimony, and many have been surprised by their detail.
If you take a look at the documents, Netanyahu is definitely mentioned in the document. And that's what surprised us, because typically you get two types of censors of this type of document. Sometimes they'll block off an entire page. Sometimes they'll just block off a name. In this case, Netanyahu's name is clearly stated in the documents.
In the documents, it is alleged Netanyahu asked Milchan, the Hollywood producer, not to discuss the matter publicly. In a written response to RT, the Israeli Foreign Ministry denied all allegations, which is hardly a surprise, as Tel Aviv's official position is neither to confirm nor deny possession of nuclear arms. Relatively few people have overall knowledge of the Israeli nuclear program, and there are few leaks. The last time an Israeli insider leaked confidential information was way back in 1986. Nuclear technician Mordechai Vanunu was subsequently kidnapped by Israeli agents in Italy and brought back to Israel to face trial, convicted, and served 18 years of jail time, much of it in solitary confinement.
And that operation went on for many years, and Israel successfully achieved the technologies and the materials necessary to obtain the nuclear deterrence arsenal that it has today, probably the 5th largest arsenal in the world.
On the other side of the story, aside from the leaked documents, Washington too is keeping quiet. Israeli nuclear capabilities are some of the most guarded secrets the US government holds. Far more secret, some would argue, than information it has about Iran. But for the foreseeable future, the book on Israel's nuclear secrets is closed. Paula Slier, RT, Israel.